Hey guys, Samuel here with a brand new time-lapse video, and I'm very excited to share this video with you guys. I didn't upload last Monday because I was working on this piece all weekend. I colored it, I finished it on Sunday, and what happened was I wasn't really happy with the coloring. It was, for some reason, some of the areas the edges went really jagged, and they were really noticeable. Well, to me anyway, they were really noticeable, and I was like, well, if I want to enlarge this piece, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I spent Monday recoloring and trying a new technique, which is something I think I might stick to, just because it saves me a lot of time cleaning up and stuff like that, and I'm a bit of a lazy artist. But yeah, I'm really excited to share this piece. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I did a lot of research in terms of references and things like that, and I cut out a lot of the sketching process because it ended up being like a 12-hour, I had about 12 hours of footage, and so I had to speed this up really, really fast. But this is a redraw of a piece I did 10 years ago. Her name is Nessa, and I recently came across this old sketchbook that I had from that time, and yeah, I decided that I really wanted to redraw her, plus everything else I was trying to draw wasn't working out, so I decided to do the redraw thing. And plus I'd seen YouTubers doing it as well, so I was like, I'm gonna get on board with this. I don't know what I'm gonna redraw, but then it came to me that I had this drawing, and so I redrew her. And I don't really remember much about her, just that her design was god awful, and I will put a picture around the video somewhere so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same place I was 10 years ago, but I am a lot happier. I think 10 years ago I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had dropped out of school before that, or a year or two before that, and I was really just lost, and art. I picked art back up again, and it became kind of like an escapism and a way to cope with things. I couldn't get a job, like, no matter how hard I tried, and then just towards the end of that year, 2008, I decided to go back, try and get my Year 10 certificate and my Year 12 certificate, and because I really wanted to do graphic design, and from there it kind of turned into its own thing. So I went to TAFE, and I got my Year 10 certificate and my Year 12 certificate, the equivalents anyway, and then I decided that I really wanted to study art. I wanted to study art because I was surrounded by people, like friends and family. Oh, your artwork is so good. Yeah, and that was great and all, but I wanted to know how to get better, and I wanted to get better, and I wanted people to tell me what I was doing wrong. And doing art through studying art through TAFE was really, really helpful because it was really hands-on, and that I had amazing teachers, like really helpful teachers. The first year, not so much, especially my drawing teacher. I was just thinking, how can I improve? But that first year was definitely a big help. Like, I had a teacher tell me, you shouldn't focus on what everyone else is doing, don't compare yourself to others, which is great advice. It's advice that I give to everybody. Don't, like, if you want to study art, don't compare yourself to everybody else. We're all at different levels. We all have different styles and things, and regardless of whether you realize you have a style, you do, and it's something that evolves over time, and style changes too. Like, when I first drew my character, I was really into anime. I was watching Death Note. It was like the first time I'd sat down and watched anime since like Sailor Moon. I didn't even know Sailor Moon was anime until about that time period. And so and Death Note was what got me back into drawing again, and my mum was really supportive, and she went and helped me get books on how to draw anime and manga, and so from there I started trying to teach myself, but it was really hard, and trying to find the motivation to teach myself was harder. And another reason I wanted to study art, because I didn't want to rely heavily on anime. Maybe at the time I did, and I thought I did, but now that I look at it, I don't think anime and manga is the style of art that I want to do. I'm definitely influenced by it, and I definitely think it's helped, like definitely in the terms of eyes and I guess anatomy just a little bit, not completely, but from there I've been able to develop my own style, and I definitely have I think, you know, like most people, you definitely have a style, and whether you see it or not. I just saw that on Twitter, another artist, I think it was a comic book artist, but I'm not entirely sure. I think it might have been Becky Cullen who tweeted something about it, and I was like, that's so true. Like, my sister was asking me the same thing, like, how do I find my style? It's like, look, don't worry about style right now. Like, focus on getting things right, and then from there you probably find ways to do things, and you'll find your own style. It's something that is going to naturally flow. And since discovering art on Instagram and DeviantArt and all these other great communities, I've really been influenced by those people, like, too, and even YouTube. I kind of realized that this, like, halfway through drawing this, that it kind of reminded me of a piece that I saw Ross Draws do, and he redrew someone's character on his channel, and it was a very similar pose, but it was a different angle. And so I'm a big fan of his work at the moment. Like, I really love his videos, and I just really like the way he does things. It's, like I said, it's not completely like his, but I definitely see the inspiration there. And other artists that I like Audra Eclair and you know, Jacqueline De Leon, I think that's how you say her name, I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely artists that I follow on Instagram and places like that. I definitely see the influence, and I'm really proud of this piece, because most days I don't think I've come that far, and then when I look at a piece of art that I did 10 years ago, I can see it. I see it. And I think if you're feeling a little downtrodden about your art, this is a really great exercise to do. I say that about every exercise that I do, like screen cap redraws and things like that, but this is one of the best. If you want to see improvement, just draw the same thing again. And I've redesigned her, like in the original, she had tattoos on her face, and I moved one of the tattoos to her arm and got rid of the other one completely, or altered it to make it like one little dot on her face. And then I changed her outfit completely just so it would flow. I wanted a long flowy skirt and a little crop top. I'm really into those like harness crop tops on my characters. I know you probably can see it throughout my work. And then the boots, I changed the boots. I was inspired by these pair of boots that I actually want myself on Why Are You? They're like these holographic witch boots with like little see-through crescent moon and stars, and that was really cool. I took inspiration from them and I made them black because there is a black pair. I gave her a cat because I thought that would be interesting, and I was also thinking a lot about composition in this piece too, which is something I don't particularly think about too much, but I definitely see the triangles in this piece. And yeah, the socks, I changed the socks. I got rid of the fishnet stocking on one leg and made them stripy socks on both legs, and I got rid of the arm warmer, and I gave her a few extra, well, not just one extra tattoo. The tattoo means female or woman. I just found this really cool symbolism thing on Pinterest, and I was like, that would make a cool tattoo. And I was gonna give her the goddess tattoo, but I realized I give that mostly to all my witch characters, so I scrapped that and I just kept it simple. And yeah, I really like the design of her. Also her hair, I'm really into drawing plaits at the moment. If you haven't noticed, like in my centaur piece, I'll link that around the video somewhere if you want to check that out. And because her hair was originally in like a little ponytail and had some whinge thing happen, and I altered it, and I just, because I wanted her hair to be moving, although the plait is probably a bit longer than her hair, but I really like the plait at the side, and I'm gonna keep it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. I might add her to my comic if I ever get around to making it, but I'm just really happy with how this piece came out, and I altered her quite a bit from what you see in the video, so you'll see that at the end of the video. I darkened her eyes because from a distance they were blending into the whites of her eyes too much, and so I darkened them. I changed the spots in her eyes, like the little white highlights, because she was looking a little bit derpy from a distance. Again, I was really focusing on how she looked from a distance because I wanted to turn her into a sticker design, and that brings me on to a couple of announcements. I have a couple of announcements to make. I've relaunched my Redbubble store, and I'll leave the link down in the description below, and you can get Nessa and my other drawing Eli on a couple of different things like coffee mugs and phone covers and prints. And then from there I actually started printing off my own stickers at home because I got this really cool contact. It's like holographic contact, and I was experimenting with them. Although most of the stickers failed, I managed to get one sticker. The cutting is really dodgy, but I am selling her for $5 Australian, so if you want to check that out, head over to my social media and contact me through that. I have a video that I'll put at the end of this video so you can check her out. And yeah, I'm really happy. I got rid of all my old art of Redbubble except for one, because I'm kind of making a tiny little bit of money off it. It's not a lot, it's only like a couple of dollars here and there, but still, I'm just gonna leave that up for now, and once I start making money off of it, I'll get rid of it. And what else? That is it. That's pretty much it. Links to all my social media will be down in the description below. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, you should subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post every Monday, we'll try to at least, and I have a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on that will come at some point, and I'm really excited to share some traditional stuff with you guys that I've been working on, and or I'm about to work on. And yeah, I'd love to have you here for videos, and I'd love to talk to you guys. I'm also thinking about doing a couple more tutorials. My sister is getting into drawing, and I'm trying to help her, so I think I might make some simple tutorials. I'm thinking I'm gonna start with portraiture, just because I really like portraits, and I think that kind of gives you the fundamentals. And yeah, we'll see how we go. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, links to social media down in the description, and Redbubble and Society 6. I've still got my Society 6. I'm not closing that at the moment. I might close it later. So yeah, that is it from me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.